This message goes out to anybody that have a problem with someone, but instead of talking to them, they'll talk to like someone else. That shit's not gonna solve anything unless you address the person face to face. I don't know. Is it in the days of the old school, and even days in my days, when you had a problem with somebody, you address that nigga. All right, you walk up to him and you had a problem with him, you address them. You either talk it out or you squab it out, but either way, it was addressed. That's how that was like the code of the man. I see a lot of okay with homegirl in the dumpster that got thrown in the dumpster, and the girl that got hit in the skateboard. They did not deserve that. And I see all you brothers out there, they're really mad. Y'all putting these addresses out there, but y'all not going. I don't see not one person going up to them and confronting them. Now, if y'all really got that much smoke for them, people say, I say this all the time. If you got this anger and all that other shit, you need to go to them. Don't go to. You can't be going to the people you know, especially if I and telling this is about accountability. This is how I think some men look at accountability. I used to say this all the time. Anybody that was in my circle, if you fuck with someone in my circle, we gonna have to handle it. That was gang culture. I know gang culture do that, but they always handle the one thing I would say about gang culture. They handle this. If you got beef with someone, you talk to somebody. If your OGs will talk to their OGs, and when it was said something, like there's none of that going. All right, women. I say this all the time. I know you feel unprotected and all that other stuff, but I looked at that video. She shouldn't have been thrown in the dumpster, and I'm saying this. But them dudes, and I'm not defending them at all. Them dudes was saying in one of the videos, he told your sister to come get her. Where was this? Why didn't the sister come get her? Now I'm what the whole thing is like. I know a lot of people are angry about that, and everybody should be angry about that because the girl was not in the dumpster because she should not have been thrown in the dumpster. I'm always a predator of why. The guy that hit the girl on the skateboard, I figured out why because she rejected him. That's some little boy shit. And here's the thing and one thing I've said this about accountability all the time. Them niggas like that don't hang around us. Or if they did, we checked them for it. Quick story. There was a dude, one of our friends liked this Spanish girl. And I don't mean to put her ethnicity out there, but obviously we know who it is. He liked this Spanish girl and all that other stuff. But we could tell like she just got out of a relationship. She is not in the mood of a relationship. She she is nowhere even thinking about being in another relationship. We told him specifically because he did like her and she liked him, but she didn't like him like that. And we told him specifically, she is not meant for a relationship. Don't pursue that. He did it anyway. He got rejected. He didn't hit her. Now, be mindful. He didn't hit her, but he was like, he had this attitude, is like, he didn't feel like talking to her again. And we had to look at it. We had to check them. We told you not to do it. We told you not to do it. We told you, don't do it. She's not in a relationship. She's not in the mood for a relationship. She's not trying to entertain nobody in it. We told you that, and you did it anyway. You know what that was? That was us taking accountability. That was us putting our mans in check. And he had to take accountability for that because he had to take the. Was he pissed off? Yeah, but he had to take accountability of that. There's another story. One of my homegirls, like, she was in a bad relationship. He physically never abused. Again, physically never abused her, but mentally made her feel like shit. We t- me specifically, I specifically said, you need to talk to her. Now, this was a white boy, and I swear to God, he's one of the most stubborn motherfuckers I've met. And we told him all the time, bruh, you need to talk to your girl. She wants your attention. You're not giving her attention and all that other stuff. You know, what about me? What about? I was like, bruh, you in a relationship with her. She wants to spend time with, and he just like ignoring her and all that other stuff, ignoring her feelings. One day she lashed out on him. Now he had to talk to him, and then we had to look at it. It shouldn't take for her to fucking lash out, and we had to. And the whole time we were putting him in check, and he's still like not getting it. We did our job. Long story short, there was another boy that that liked him, that liked her. She never cheated on him, but it was another boy that liked her, and like slowly but surely she was drawn. She was drawn to the boy that liked her and going away from her boyfriend to the point where she had to break it off with her boyfriend and like break things up. The whole time we clowning the boy and he doesn't get it. I was like, me personally, I was playing songs like I Love Your Girl, Mr. Still Your Girl, and all that other stuff right in his face and all that other shit. He was just, and I don't know if he was not getting it or he didn't care. But we did it, but the whole time we did our job and he didn't put his hands on it either. That's like, those were people that, that was in our cliques, and we as men, this is what I feel like sometimes women don't see. It's just that sometimes like we check them. You never see the dudes like, and this is why I say my homeboy Chris, and then I did the video on, like, you need to see more people like him checking people and all that other stuff. But if we also tell you these niggas like that, the niggas that throw the girl in the dumpster, or the nigga that hit a skateboard, they don't hang around us. They don't fuck with us. And obviously, the niggas is like, you want me to check. The thing is, I will never see that. Like, I would never see that dude. But if that nigga was, we gotta ride up on him. Or, but if that girl was one of ours, we'd have rode up on him. And that's what I'm saying. We would have rode up on him. And I guarantee you, somebody's gonna ride up on Skeeter Mills. Somebody's going to confront Skeeter Mills. That's Harlem. I don't like for what, but as far as like men taking accountability for what that nigga, no, because he did some little boy shit. And I tell people all the time, like, y'all need to go after the individual. Y'all don't have to go after men, because men don't do this shit. And we tell you, nigga, we don't do this shit. And this is what, and women, I understand you don't feel protected, but I don't know. Look, and we tell you all the time, I can't protect you 24 hours a day. There are days where you're going to have to go out there and defend for yourself. As men, we do it all the time. I know it's scarier out there for women. Scarier. I'm admitting this. It is scarier out for women. But you got to understand, we out there worried too. But we know that if someone's going to fuck with us, we got to be ready. Me, I live in DC. The metro out here is fucking scary. Niggas stabbing niggas all the time. There's a bunch of cliques out here that's trying to like fucking with people. Like, niggas is always on guard. I tell people all the time, when I'm on the metro, I'm always on guard. I'm always on guard. Because some nigga gonna have to act up and I'm gonna have to get into a fight. Niggas is always on guard. That's why niggas is paranoid now, like staying on, because we always on guard. But the thing is, in black women, this is not out of hate. And I'm telling, when I'm saying this right now, black women, this is not out of hate. This is out of love. If that nigga was one of ours, we would have checked him. But you got to understand, it's like everybody's saying, oh, there was a bunch of men around there and none of them checked. Okay. This is why I said we need to focus. If there was this one thing, I say this, and this is why I say fuck with people that fuck with you. But I'm getting my words jumped. I'm trying not to get my words jumbled up because this is really on the fly. Because like Anybody that's in my vicinity and regret, I've always been there for. Like when my homeboy's mother died and he needed comfort, I was there in a second. And like I was there so fast that my friends was like, I was not expecting him to get here this fast. When my homeboy's mother, he's in the Navy now, but when my homeboy's mother died and he looked at me as a big brother, I was there. I saw one of my homegirls one time, she was crying because like they was gonna fill her for, something, and she did everything. I was there to comfort her. Like there are just what I'm saying is there are niggas like us out here, and both men and women. I want because I feel like and I hate to say this, the Ray Rays and the Pookies of the world get the most attention, but not the. I don't want to say the nice guys, but the niggas that will protect you. I feel like we don't get enough love, and that's just my personal opinion. Niggas like us don't that actually protect women. Do not get enough. Do not get enough love. It's like, oh, thank you. The nigga like Russell Wilson is like get clown. I feel like I say this, both men and women. If we change that asset and we change that mindset to where the niggas like Russell Wilson are appreciated, then it's a different story. Now, we're black community is broken, and I've been saying this for like the long time. Black community is broken. The morals, there are no more. And I keep saying, a lot of people, oh, there are morals somewhere. No, no, no. In the old school days, I tell people all the time, in the old school days, they had morals. In the words of Slim Charles and The Wire, the game's when Cuddy said the game done changed, Slim Charles said, oh, the game's the same, it's just a little bit more fierce. Some of these niggas out here wilding. And this is what I want black women to understand. Some of these young niggas, they wilding. They have no guidance. They don't know where to go. A lot of them. They have no guidance, no OGs, nowhere where to go. They don't know what to do. And I told my father, some of them don't care. Now my father, he old school. He's like, some of them care. I said, nah, some of them really don't care. And a lot of people, y'all, yes, even though y'all been in the hood, y'all don't know. Some of y'all not hood niggas. Y'all just niggas from the hood. I say it all the time. I'm not a hood nigga. I'm a nigga from the hood, but I know hood niggas, especially we know a savage nigga they wake up with a gun in their hand. We know niggas like that. Everybody knows one. This is either they're your friend or not. You know a nigga on the block is like he don't go nowhere without a gun in his hand. Like that's because his mindset is I could die any day, but I'm going to die for it fighting. Or it's just like they treat a gun like a fucking accessory and all that other shit. That's where most of these people, and then these are these people that's like to me, these are the people to me, and I had this not argument, but I had this thing with my friend, and I was like, I hate that the guys that do what they're supposed to do, they're called squares. Like, why I be doing my supposed? And the thing is, when I think of squares, and when people call people squares, it's like, oh, you're lame. It was like, why do people doing what they're supposed to? Why are they called square as niggas? To me, that's a bigger insult because I do what I'm supposed to do. If I'm the fact that I treat a woman with respect, I'm considered a square. I know the difference between a simp and someone that treats a girl with respect. Don't get me wrong. All right, I've seen simping, but but niggas that do treat girls right, I don't think they consider squares. All that other stuff. Like I said, I grew up in a two-family household. Like the shit that you saw, my father would have fucking put a foot in my ass. My mother would have put my foot in my ass. They both would have scolded me, say, "You know better. You ain't." This is like to me, I had guidance. Like that's why I'm not out here wilding in these streets. I had guidance. A lot of these people, I told my sister this and my father this because they sometimes don't think that we've had guidance. A lot of these niggas don't have guidance. A lot of these niggas, matter of fact, a lot of these niggas' parents is probably their worst role models. And we're not even going, and no one speaks on that. Sometimes your parents, Oh, your worst depends on how they grew up. They are the worst role models you could ever think of. It might be the people outside that care for you might be the better role models. It might be like your friend or family that wants the best out of you. They might be the better role models. Other than the niggas out here that just do what the fuck they want and have no consequences of their actions. That's why you saw that girl get thrown in the dumpster because they knew that nobody was going to check them. Yeah, you getting a bunch of Instagram DMs and all that other shit. You get niggas out here talking about, oh, you gonna get yours and none of that shit, but nobody is pulling up on these niggas checking them. Who is checking these boys? Same thing with the ski and the mills. That shit just happened. Who is checking them? If we if y'all and look, I'm gonna say this to any of my friends. If y'all really got that smoke, y'all really got that anger, if y'all feel like them niggas are cowards, go tell them that. Because I don't have a problem telling niggas shit. I really don't have a problem telling niggas face to face about this shit they fucked up with. I'm from the military. We have to do. I have to. You're fucking up. There's people in the military have to tell me I'm fucking up. Like that military. Like I know people don't like military, but some things about the military, it fucking makes you grow the fuck up. Like one thing is to tell you when you really fuck up and you know you fucked up, they're on your ass. They do not play. And I say this about them all the time. Yes, we probably do need to have some military mindsets because when you fuck up in the military, oh, you fuck up. And they will let you know you fuck up and you will get consequences for your fuck up. We ain't like, we don't, I hate to say this, but niggas around my age, because I'm 30, I just turned 32. We the OGs now. Niggas around my age, we're the OGs. We are the niggas that got the we gotta mentor these young niggas. I even when I was in the Navy, I had someone that like kept me in check. Other than my petty officers, or like my homeboy, he was like a fire like even though he was older than me, but he was still a fireman and all that other stuff. I went to him for guidance. Like he used to keep me in check. I had a bunch of first classes that and shout out to my HT division. Like I couldn't have been in a better fucking division. We all kept each other in check. When they told me I fuck up, I was fucking up. And you know what I did? I took it like a man. There was time it was even times I cried, but when they told me I was fucking up, they'll let me know I was fucking up. And I appreciate them for that. Cause you know why? Cause I wanted a future. And the one thing I didn't want to do, and anybody will tell you this, one thing I did not want to do is fuck up or make the division look bad. Because you know when shit is on you, like not only it doesn't affect you, and I tell you this like all the time, it doesn't affect just you. It affects the people around you and the people in your circle. But if your circle is fucked up, who's gonna check these niggas? All you niggas that are mad, and I say this, all you niggas that are mad, the people that put their address out there, any of y'all gonna go to their address and check them because the way them niggas was wilding, and like even after the videos that are out there, none of them videos made them look positive. So none of them, and they was telling everybody, y'all can all go to the dark room. Them niggas is wild. But I bet you, like, if you bring an OG on there, like a Ving Rhames looking nigga, they'll cool down. Like them young niggas, and I told my father, it's like you seen it, and I know you seen it. Like he didn't. Now I never really done this to my father, but I know niggas do it all the fucking time. When an old head try to spit young games, some of these young niggas they don't really listen. They'll tell you suck my dick. Oh you old nigga, you wildin'. Oh you just trying to just spoil our fun, old nigga, and all that other shit. Like life is a great coach and all that other shit, but I fucking want to see. I just want to see, and I'm just ending it on this. I want to see good, positive niggas in the limelight instead of telling me. And this is my last thing because I've had talk about this whole generalizing shit. I don't like generalizing. I hate the whole men ain't shit. because I know a bunch of men, and people tell you this comes from men and women that say this. I know you mean that all bad. I know, but at the same time, you're going to be more specific. I hate the term Pookie and Ray Ray, but I understand who the fuck you talking to when you talk about the Pookies and the Ray Rays in the world. All right, I don't generalize. When I don't say men ain't shit, you say the Pookies and the Ray Ray. When you say men ain't shit, even though I know, but you know how many people's gonna take that the wrong way? A lot. But when you say the Pookies and the Ray Rays in the world ain't shit, I understand who the fuck the Pookies and the Ray Rays are. When black men say like the coons are the fucking problem, you know who the fucking coons are. The bedwinches. You know who the fucking bedwinches are. The swirlers. You know who the fucking swirlers are. All right. When we the shit about Doja Cat and the shit Doja Cat did, I never said that is black women's problem. Tommy Sotomayor generalizes. I disagree with that entirely. Even with his analogy, I said that's fine, but I still disagree with it. That man, I tell you people all the time. I said this shit when I said this with Doja Cat. Doja Cat did that shit. You should be coming at Doja for that. When Lizzo put her ass out in the fucking Laker game, that was Lizzo's doing, not black women. That was Lizzo. You go at Lizzo, and I feel like that's what men do. Like, and I told her this ain't all black. You know that ain't all black women. Don't say all black women. Say Lizzo. Lizzo. You know, the same thing with them niggas. You don't pin a lot of black men with them niggas. You go at them niggas, and that's why I like, and that's what I want. You know this, and that's what I want from everybody because I know men and women say that. And like, shout out to my man Chris. I love him to death, but like the whole men ain't shit. Because I've been telling him, nigga, you a man, you ain't shit. I mean, I'm sorry, nigga, you are a man. You a good dude, and I tell him you're a good dude. The niggas around me are good dudes. If I have to vouch for you, you're a good dude. My man right there, he may got some problems and all that stuff here and there. He's a fucking good dude. Like I would tell niggas like me, yeah. If most people consider me a good dude, I fucking take it. But I also tell people all the time, I can be your best friend or your worst enemy on any given point, depending on how you want to do things. I can be your best friend or your worst enemy. I don't fucking tell myself I'm a nice guy. I say I'm a nice asshole. But other than that, when they say how do you describe yourself, I say I have my father's work ethic and my mother's mouth. I could be your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on how you feel about me. But if I'm your best friend, I will love you to death. If I'm your worst enemy, it's fuck you, really. I've always had that attitude. Anybody know me, I've had that attitude. So with that being said, the whole community, and I'm going to be talking about this on a podcast. The whole community needs a reset button. The whole fucking community needs a reset button. We need to rethink how we do things physically. We need to rethink how we treat ourselves. We need to rethink how we treat our fucking women. We need to rethink how we treat our children. Hell, we need to figure out how to treat our men. Because I keep telling y'all, half of these niggas, you want them to care about black women when half of these niggas do not care about themselves. When Tupac played that Tupac and Juice, I keep telling people, art imitates life. I know niggas like that. They do not give a fuck about nobody. They don't even give a fuck about themselves. And my father, even though my father disagreed with it, like we had the long talk. A lot of these niggas, because he even knows, even though he was disagreeing with me, he even knows some of these young niggas do be wilding out here. And I keep telling you, some of these niggas do not give a fuck. Some of these niggas do not give a fuck. And I just want you know. And this is why I said we need to have a conversation with men only. And it's not that I'm not taking ladies out of here, but if you want us to fix the problem, and I say this again, if you want us to fix the problem, if you want to feel more protected, then we got to fix ourselves. Because we we need to be recorrected before we correct anyone else. All right. we're not even in a glass house no more. All right, we don't even have no protection. All right. Now we like this black community. We deal with everything, systematic racism. Like black men, we have our struggles. Black women, y'all have your struggles. The trans community, they have their struggles. The LGBT community, they have their struggles. Everybody has their own fucking struggles. All right. We need to deal with our shit as men, all men, even the LGBT men. We need to deal with how we treat ourselves, and then we need to deal with how we treat our women, and then we need to feel like how do we go further as a community, because this shit is fucking tiring. We, like I told people, I know the system is against us, but do not help them. The system is against us. There's a lot of things that make us fight each other. Do not help them. Do not do not make their work easier for us, because so much work has been done these past weeks to where this whole week of fuck shit just all of a sudden happens. And this is the type of shit I feel like messes up a movement. I want to see progress, but I know I got to be the one in the progress. I'm old, like the way I hate to say it, because I ain't a young spring chicken no more. I'm the OG now. I gotta set the like, and I gotta be the one setting the rules and the boundaries. I gotta be the one setting the example. So I'm going to so if even with the I don't have much money and all that other stuff, but I'm going to try to make something happen before my days on this earth is past. With that being said, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.